Hey guys, Ratio here, and it is a vlog day today. It's a loot vlog. We just got an AmiAmi package in, which I have not opened up, so we're gonna get to open that up. And also, on Sunday, and those of you who follow my Twitter would have already seen the photos, we went to the Alemany Flea Market, which is a flea market every Sunday in sort of near the Mission District in San Francisco. And I'm a big flea market fan. I love books, and I read a lot of books, and flea markets are a great place to get piles of Agatha Christie paperbacks. Um, and I don't know. I like flea market fare. I like general flea market fare, and usually when I come back from a flea market is a handful of paperback books, maybe a teacup, maybe something, and we had a haul of epic proportions on Sunday. It was kind of nuts. It was a gorgeous day. It was super sunny. The flea market, it's an outdoor flea market, so people just bring in tables and pack it full, and on bad days there's less vendors, and on good days, apparently it gets insane. And there was an insane amount of vendors, and it was super cool, and we had a ton of fun. We were with a friend, and so I'll go over that loot before I go over the AmiAmi package. First I got a Robert Heinlein paperback. Big Robert Heinlein fan. He's just the best. And I was, 50-cent paperbacks. Can't beat it. Best way to read for cheap. Little wooden fish model, because it seemed fun, and again, like 50 cents. I got I'm starting out, obviously, with the stuff you guys don't care about, so you can be like, she's building up, she's building up, she's building up, oh my god! I got a really nice teacup. I'm a tea drinker. My dad is from Sheffield, England, so I was raised drinking tea. It's a nice English bone china teacup and matching saucer. It's very pretty. Yeah, very pretty blue rose pattern. Then I'm deciding which direction to go in. We got a couple of Beetleborgs, which was super cool to find. And then we got... I'm not going to name prices because I don't want people to punch me. We had epic luck with the prices of some of the stuff we found. Dino Thunder, White Ranger, super cool. It's really hard to decide which things I'm going to show you in which order, because I'm like, what's everybody going to think is the best, because I'm trying to save the best for last. I have been wanting this stupid thing. This is the Operation Overdrive Mega Mission helmet. I'm like a geek about Bokenger and about Overdrive, and it was back in my old Toys R Us in Eugene. This never clearanced out lower than $30, and from the box you couldn't really tell what it was. Like, it looked like... It also, the box made it look like it was just going to be the front half of the helmet, like it was going to be a mask with elastic, and I was like, I don't want to pay $30 for that. And, like, the box kind of made it sound like it was going to be just something you plugged into your computer and played games online your computer with. Which, again, don't want to pay $30 for that, so we kept debating and debating. And it turned out to be worth it, then I never bought it, because now I have it. And there's going to be a really... I'm trying to decide if I want to use the words hilarious or sad review of this, because I have been having way too much fun with this helmet. And then another nice... Oh! I nearly forgot one of our finds that's not quite as cool as the next two. A treasure chest. And the significant thing about this treasure chest, I thought it was a pretty good design for just being something we found at a flea market. We've been meaning to get a treasure chest to store all of... It's a pain in the butt to open. Our keys. I do know that there was the little Toys R Us exclusive treasure chest, and we do want to get it. It's on our wants list, but it's hard to tell if we're actually going to be able to get it, so this is a great temporary treasure chest. It's got just a real nice, classy design, and it works great for the purpose we're using it for, which is to hold gokai-oh keys. And then... I love this. I wanted this crazy bad when I was a little kid, and I'm dying that I found it at a flea market as an adult. Yeah! Yeah, it is an MMPR original, not the re-release. Blaster. Turns into Blade. Super cool. I could not be happier. Haven't put batteries in it. It's gonna get a review, of course. I think the only things that won't be getting reviews are obviously like the teacup and the books and stuff, and the, I'm doubting that I'm gonna review the figures unless somebody's like, oh no, Horatio, please review the figures. Just because they're not super exciting figures, they don't seem that review worthy. But this and the helmet will definitely get reviews. And then last but not least, I nearly died. When I saw this, I ran ahead of everybody else because I was doing the like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, there's so many stands with toys, there's so many stands with toys, I want to dig through the piles, I want to dig through the piles. And I came across a stand, you know, with boxes of action figures and things, and it was mostly McDonald's toys. Just realized I forgot to grab one of my pieces of loot, which I got from that stand, so I'm going to run and grab that real fast. But the stand, for the most part, it was typical fare. There was some cool stuff. There was a whole bin of She-Ra figures. There was a lot of stuff that would be cool to a lot of people. There were a lot of old My Little Ponies. There was some cool stuff, and they all had pretty reasonable prices, and nothing was in super horrible condition. Like, it wasn't in, like, my god, this is mint condition. But it was in good condition. Out of one of the bins, I found this. It's a Pretender shell. G1 Transformers. For those of you who don't know, was you cracked them open and there were little robots inside. It's just the shell. He didn't come with his robot, but I got him at a flea market, so I'm not complaining. That would be dumb to complain. And then what I was leading up to was, aside from the bins, they had some little household things. And just sitting in the front of the household things was this. I'm so happy about this. You don't even know. This is a, like, original vintage Mito Ranger figure, from Go Ranger. I just, like, I'm super happy that I found this at a flea market, because these are the kinds of things I love. Vintage vinyl and plastic figures. I think they're the coolest things. I always love how they look. And I could never really, I always sit, like, in Portland, Oregon, there's a store that's pretty famous called Billy Galaxy that sells all vintage toys. And I'd always go in there when I was visiting Portland, and I'd look around and I'd go, oh my god, these are all so cool. And they have a whole case of Kamen Rider and Sentai and Godzilla and Kaiju. And I'd always be like, I want to buy them all, but they're crazy expensive to collect. So I actually get to get one. I collect a lot of crazy expensive things. So I don't want to add one more crazy expensive thing, but he is my Mito Ranger, and I am pleased. So, I'm gonna move some things around on the desk, and without further ado, it is time for the AmiAmi package, which is kind of huge, so I'm scooting back. It's kind of huge. Let's see how far I can scoot back to make this work. There we go. So, giant AmiAmi package. And I'm going to get this thing cracked open. That's right. I open boxes safely. Tear out my custom information. I'll link AmiAmi, by the way, in the summary, for if any of you don't know about AmiAmi. It's just a really, really cool Japanese website. It all ships from Japan. It's all priced in yen, but they accept PayPal, and PayPal does the automatic conversions for you. So you don't have to be like, it's in yen, now I'm confused. It's actually really easy to use. It can be daunting for the first time you're seeing it. of this is mine. Some of it's the roommates, but it's all gonna get reviewed. We've got yeah, I guess Kamen Rider. I was about to be like, should I call him Kamen Rider? Yes, I should. Kamen Rider Onyx Figma. Very cool. It's a fairly new item. This is Toad's mine. And I'm a girl. I'm such a girl. Yeah. That's the SH figure. It's Pure Sunshine from Heartcatch Precure, which I've never been into a Precure show before. I loved Sailor Moon as a kid, and I love Ojamajo Doremi, like crazy love Ojamajo Doremi, but in general, I usually don't get super into magical girl shows, and I feel like with Heartcatch Precure, for once, they did it right. I loved it. They had a lot of the people who worked on Ojamajo Doremi work on this, and it was just super fun. It was kind of like Sentai meets Precure. It was really fun. There was a lot of action. And yeah, I haven't gotten Maureen or Blossom yet. They'll be coming soon. I keep kind of being like, yeah, with this next AmiAmi package, I'll add them on. I need to add them on. Because I also have Moonlight pre-ordered, and I'm going insane about Dark Precure, because, oh my gosh, Dark Precure. But, Pure Sunshine. Here we have the DX Gokai-oh. Massive. This thing's giant. Holy crap. So that'll definitely be getting reviewed. Did you guess that I like Gokaiger a lot? Because I like Gokaiger a lot. I want to get all of the Marvelous things, and I don't so much think of it as like, I want to get the Marvelous coat from the Bandai clothing store. And I don't really think of it as like, I'm going to wear this to a con, and I'm going to cosplay Captain Marvelous. I kind of think that I'm just going to embody the spirit of Captain Marvelous in daily life. Moving on. Woo! Speaking of all the things that I need to be Captain Marvelous. And more keys to go in our treasure chest, which is great. We've got another AmiAmi package, excuse me, coming, which has the Gokai Spear, the Gokai Cellular, and key sets 2 and 3 in it, so that treasure chest is going to get full really fast. And then last but not least, Gokai Saber. Woot! Bum, 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 bum. I'm happy. So then, big empty box, which I am going to put on the floor, and now my cat is staring at very excitedly. So that is the loot for the day. I have a lot. I'm not going to do vlogs every time I get boxes, but I will occasionally when things sync up right. Things happen to sync up right today. I'm home sick with a concussion. Yeah. So if this vlog seemed loopy in any way, a couple days ago at work, PS3 fell from the top shelf onto my head. And if you've ever held a 120 gig PS3, they're pretty heavy. It hurt. But I'm okay. I'm on the mend. This is like the last day of I'm home with mild concussion. And I'm fine, and there's not going to be permanent damage or anything like that, but I figured I wasn't going to say anything, then I was like, I should say something, because I think that I got a little bit crazy during this vlog. But we've got some other packages coming up, and since I mentioned that I won't do a vlog every time, I'll let you know the stuff that we've got coming up. We've got a mascot Robo, Sergeant Keroro, which is going to be super cute. I mentioned the Gokai Spear, Gokai Cellular, key sets 2 and 3. I have a vinyl figure of the Toronto Ranger. Like, I shouldn't be struggling to think so hard about all this. I've got Ultra Act Zero, Ultra Act Mebius. I've got this Microman Gamera thing that looks amazing. Cat's in the box. And there's some other stuff in that package. And I can't remember what all it is. But we've got a lot of stuff. And at some point, I will proudly get on here and be like, the Mo-Pirates are on their way! But right now, the scalpers' prices are so high that I was focusing on getting the Gokaiger stuff that I could get, not at scalper prices, being everything other than the Mo-Pirates and the belt, and I think that pretty soon I will be cracking down and getting the Mo-Pirates and the belt, and I'm kind of planning on getting them in the set together. So, yeah! Woo! Stuff has happened, and, this is Horatio signing out, because I think I'm starting to ramble a bit. Comment, like, subscribe, do all of that great stuff. And I will see you all at my next review, which should be coming up pretty soon. Thanks for watching, guys.